I met the Spice Girls in Paris.
Oh yeah? Who was your favorite Spice Girl? Be honest.
Uh, I think Beckham,
Posh Spice.
Victoria.
Posh Spice.
That's the name.
Yeah.
If I remember, yeah, I think, yeah. That was my, and I remember like, because back then I was still a rapper, and we were in this club in Paris, Place de Clichy, called I forgot the name of the club, and somebody's telling me, yo, there's 3 girls or 4 girls. This is a group. Apparently, they're famous in the UK, but they were just starting, and they were tiny, and they really wanted to talk to me, and they sent somebody to talk to me, like they wanted like to meet, and I think I told the girl who came to me like, I only date models. They're too small. That was a long
Well,
time ago.
I can't say anything right now. We live in times where you're not allowed to say anything anymore. But it wasn't Ginger Spice when she started off, wasn't she like? I'm not saying that.
Yeah, well, that was a long time ago. That was Lord, that was the 90s
It feels like yesterday.
or early 2000s. But that was a
90s.
long time ago. I remember.
90s,
But I mean,
1996, 97.
and then they just exploded like maybe a year after. But I mean, I remember somebody was like, "Yo, these girls don't want to talk to you." I was like, "Yeah, nah."
You never had a chance to be in a boy band?
I actually had. I mean, when I was in rap, it was not really something. But then when I got to sing, I really was not into groups because I can't get along with the opinions of too many people. So, but I produced a few boys girls band. I produced one in France that was super famous called the DS. And yeah, I mean, I would have loved to produce a boys band. That was a lot of money back then.
Well, one of my claims to fame is that I was one of the first people to film a band called The Script. They're an Irish band, and they went on to global success. They had this song called "We Cry," and it was like, "Together we cry." I can't do it any justice, but the first time they ever performed that song, I filmed them, and then I also was one of the first people to film Ed Sheeran
Oh, wow.
when he was 15 or 15, 16 years
Did-
old.
In Europe, I'm just talking about Europe, I mean, not in the US, but do you believe that the boys band craze originated in the UK or in
Well,
which was the foreign country?
in the UK, there was a famous manager. I forget what his name was, but he was clever because he created like Take That and stuff.
Oh.
And Take That were just ginormous. And in fairness to Take That, like they had tunes, like they had really great pop tunes, you know.
Yeah.
And then in Ireland, there was this wannabe music mogul. His name was Louis Walsh, and he decided that what he would do is he would rip off the model created in the UK and try create like an Irish boy band. And so he created a boy band called Boyzone. Boyzone.
Oh yeah, of course, boys on.
They were
I
supposed to be the
remember.
Irish competitors to Take That, but they were hugely successful for a period of time. And then I think he created a girl band then that were kind of big, and there was a girl called Samantha Mumba. I think he was in charge of her. And
Wasn't it the
um,
Saint? I remember the ones that I liked was the Saints, All Saints. I think All Saints.
All
I like
Saints
them.
All Saints were the anti Spice Girls. They were supposed to be kind of the edgy, cool.
They were beautiful.
Spice Girls.
I don't know none of their songs. I just remember that they were beautiful.
You don't remember? Oh, come on, you do know.
It's been too long.
You do know the
Listen,
all Saints.
at that time, I was into Aha, I was into Duran Duran, I was into Def Leppard.
That's the 80s. All Saints.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an 80s boy. I mean, so at that time, I was into rap, but so me, it was like the songs that I were into. I mean, Imagination, you know,
Tears for
like
Fears,
Pet Shop Boys. That's my,
Depeche Mode.
of course, that's my generation.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So I mean, after that when there was the boys band and girls band era, we were already getting in the industry. So I saw actually the French boys band. So we had a Partenaire Particulier. What was the name of that group? I don't remember. We had Alliage. We had and we did some beats for a few of them. Oh, the boys band era. Sabrina, how you doing? I hope you're doing.
It's just boy band. It's not boys band. It's boy band.
Yeah, boy band. One group that I really liked was Bronski Beat. Back then, I don't know that. I loved the music. What up, Free? I hope you're doing good. Let me say hi to everybody.
But you lived in France, right? You lived in Paris?
Yeah, I grew up in Paris. Between Paris, I was born in Congo. Then at 7 I was in Paris, and then on the weekends I was in Brussels.
I mean, the French music that I know would be like Daft Punk and
yeah,
Air. I loved Air.
Those are big. MJ, what up?
But I also loved okay, so here's the thing. So I watched a movie. So when I was young, I went to film school, and at the time when I was in film school, I gave.
Oh, you went to film school?
Went to film
school. What up,
Malton? And I would watch the most random old movies, and I saw this old movie with a great British comedy actor called Peter Sellers, and it was called The Party, and in The Party, he meets this beautiful French singer called, and the singer's name her name was Claudine Longuet, Longe.
Claudine Longuet.
I recommend you look up Claudine Longuet's music. And so she had this kind of wispy kind of French voice, and really kind of, just listen to it and just chill out kind of music. But I was very interested in looking up at what happened to her life after she made this movie in 1967 or something. And so what happened
was 81 years old, so that's some...
Yeah. So what happened was she married a very famous American singer called Andy Williams. And if you listen to his music, you'd know it instantly if you heard it.
Oops.
Copyright strike, done.
Done. Bye-bye.
But here's the thing. So here's the thing. She ended up, yeah, but there's a song called Le Mans Les Bleus. Can you see it? Le Mans Les Bleus, or Blue, I think it's just the name of the song.
Let me see, Le Mans.
Le Bleu, just Blue. What's it called? I've got to get it. It's just got an amazing production to it.
Tough song. Small Talk.
Claudine. Hold on, mate. Is it okay if I look it up here? Claudine Lemay. Songs. Love is Blue. Love is Blue. I love that.
Love
tune.
Is Blue. Never heard about it.
It's got this amazing production to it. If you listen to it for 5 seconds, it's got this little amazing production to it. But she married one of the most famous skiers in the world, right?
Oh, okay.
And then
what's his name?
Then well, he's dead now because she killed him.
Yeah. What? Wait, what?
No, it's an amazing story. I've always had this idea that I'd love to make a movie about it. But seriously, she shot him dead, right? She shot him 3 times, okay?
Oh, wait a minute.
She managed to get off, okay? Like she was the court judged in her favor. And then she married her lawyer. She married her lawyer that got her off.
What?
But I think she signed some agreement that she had to go into she refused, like she hasn't been seen in public, or she hasn't. She went.
Is that Ron Austin that she killed?
I think that's the name of the husband that she married. That's a lawyer that she married. I think I could be wrong.
Spider Sabic.
Yeah, that's him. But she's
by accident.
Yeah. But she accidentally shot him 3 times in the chest.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong in some of my details, but she's developed this kind of cult following, and every so often one of her songs pops up in a movie, and also she's big in Japan.
Claudine Longuet killed her beloved Olympians by accident and spent only 30 days in jail for it.
But first of all, you got to see her in the movie The Party with Peter Sellers, and then you got to listen to the song Love is Blue. And also, she was married to Andy Williams. You know, Andy Williams was like one of those like Sinatra-like crooners. He had that song, the girls watch the boys, while the boys watch the girls, who watch the girls go by. And I'm butchering that.
Vladimir Sabic.
Yeah.
Wow.
I should be a
So
regular. If I become a regular contributor to this show, I'll give you all these useless stories.
I love it. Yo, that's crazy.